So, with everything going on in the country, a few Irish politicians, communists, obviously, social democrats, went off to Europe, the European High Court, the European Court of Human Rights, and they would every entitlement to go off. But this is the thing they went off to. They went off in the Constitution. The president and the members of the state council are supposed to swear an allegiance to the Most Highest God, basically to Almighty God, that they will be a true civil servant, that they would serve the people, and that God will hold them to account. And that's what it is. They swear to Almighty God, that they will serve the people truly and honestly. And you may, well, what's the problem with that? That's just holding to account. Because if they're not holding to account, and this is the thing, and this is the thing they're afraid of, because they can't control after death, and this is the thing. They can control what's happening on earth, but when they die, they will face the judgment day, and then what they did and what their sins did and what they did on earth, they will be judged, and they have no say in it. No matter if the politicians, God will treat them equally, and God would judge them fairly in what they did, when they were alive. But again, it's just the same as everything. Again, you'd be like, what's wrong with that? Because again, we all have to admit, when we die, we will be judged. That will be our judgment day. We will be judged very harshly for everything that we did on earth. And that's the only way. That's the true justice. At the end of the day, that's true justice. When you die, you face your maker. That's the end of the day. You face your maker, and he will judge you the most harshly. But again, this is the thing. Taking God out of the picture. Again, this is the thing. They want to take God out of the picture. They want to make man the ruler of all laws and the ruler of all earth. But again, that would fear me more if I was going for the president of the state council. Whatever about the people of Ireland giving out about what you do or whatever you do, or if you're corrupt or whatever, I'd be worried about that totally. I'd be worried about what politicians and the establishment would say totally too if I was president that got to the higher offices. But the one thing and the thing that would really you would scare the living daylights out of me, and it should scare the living daylights out of every politician and every civil servant, is Almighty God. What will God do if I do wrong, if I serve the people wrong, if I put my hand in the cookie jar and take it out of the people's purse? What will Almighty God do? That's the thing that would fear me the most. It's just when I die, I will face my true judgment. No matter what happens on earth, I will face my true judgment there. And that's what would terrify me into doing the right thing. And doing the right thing and doing the most truthful and honest thing to do. And that's to be totally honest with you. Because I do fear what Almighty God would say. If I went against the people, and if I went and be selfish and didn't care and didn't protect and help people and help the needy, help the poor, and if I cared just for myself. Again, that's if I ever got to it. But again, emotion short, again, there's better things to be doing in the country, to be totally honest. There's things that need to be sorted in the country. And running off to and again, they said no. The European Court said no, to reject it. No, they said that's fine. I don't see any problem with it. I don't know why she felt the need to go off to Europe and want to it. But I'm sure people would agree that I'm sure in the Constitution says Almighty God. Basically the swear allegiance to Mighty God, that you would be truthful and that you'd be honest. And that you would obviously that would more shiver me than anything else, than any lord in this country, to be totally honest. And yeah, they will face the judgment. Judgment day will come. And particularly Woking Short, or just to say, in fairness, you're entitled to believe what you want to believe. Again, it's a free country. But let's be honest for a second. Let's be truthful for a second. No matter if you're a communist or whatever, let's be truthful for a second. That we still have to live by the laws of God, and that we have to be truthful above all else to God. And again, we have to fear something. Again, in this country, people don't fear the law. They don't fear the law, and particularly politicians don't fear the law. They don't fear the people. But the one thing they should fear is Almighty God. What Almighty God would do to them. And what God would do to them. That's something you have to keep in mind. That that no matter whenever we die, we will face our judgment day. We will face, did we serve the people? Did we care for the people? Did we care for the sick? Did we care for the needy? And that will all be held to account when we die. And that will be our true judgment day. And that's just putting it straight. No matter if we want to take God out of the picture now, next week, we just completely wipe him off the face of the earth. The earth will suffer. Ireland will suffer. Because, the most highest authority in the world is God. And that's to be totally honest. There's no higher authority. Whatever about judges and courts and things like that. The most higher authority and the most person that would judge you the harshest is God for your actions. But again, God is an endless forgiver at the same time. But he will judge you harshly. Thank you.